Hello everyone, I hope you guys are well. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jasmine and I've recently moved from Sydney, Australia to Ghana, and I'm sharing all my experiences here on the channel. Go ahead and subscribe by clicking that red button. Give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get right into it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this simple, delicious, authentic, traditional Ghanaian dish. This is a garden egg sauce. You can have it with yam, you can have it with plantains, you can have it with whatever you want, and it's gonna be delicious regardless, okay? So this is extra special because I'm using garden eggs from my grandma's garden. This is 100% organic. I've contributed to the growth of this plant, and now I can enjoy it, and that makes it extra delicious. So yeah, let's get right into it. This is going to be a very simple recipe that anyone can follow. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've watched up until this point, and subscribe if you haven't already. So for my ingredients, you're going to need some chilies, some garden eggs as you saw, some fresh tomatoes. I'll leave the exact measurements for everything in the description box below. I will use some onions as well. I didn't show it to you on camera right here, but I will show it to you later on. So you will need some onions as well. So I'm going to go ahead and wash all my vegetables very thoroughly, so that we can get rid of all the dirt and all the sand before we get to the actual cooking. So once I've cleansed all my vegetables and they're all clean and dust free, I'm going to go ahead and remove the heads of the chilies and do the same for the garden eggs as well. Now with the garden eggs, I know I'm cutting it without using a cutting board. I'm living on the edge here. Please don't do that. Use the chopping board so you can keep your fingers safe. But yeah, I've been doing this for a little while, and I can be safe doing it, so it's fine. How is your week going, guys? What have you been up to? Ghana's lockdown has been partially lifted, so people are out and about like nothing is happening, like there's no COVID happening. But there's a lot of people with nose masks and things on, and most big organizations won't let you in without a nose mask. So I guess people are not being complacent, but at the same time, people are not too worried about it, in my opinion anyway. How are things where you are? Let me know. I'd love to know in the comment section below. Are you guys still on lockdown? How are you feeling about this whole thing? For me, I feel like it's everything that you're hearing, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You just got to do what you need to do to make sure you and your family are safe, but at the same time, don't be crippled by what's happening. Do what you need to do to keep things moving. And yeah. All right, another ingredient that I didn't mention as well was my salted fish, which is dried salted tilapia fish. We call it koobi here in Ghana. So I've washed it thoroughly and I've just put it into my pot with veggies, and I've added some salt, and we're going to add some water, and then we're going to put this on the fire to cook it. The koobi is quite salty, but you still need to add a little bit of salt to the vegetables, because once you cook it, all the salt is going to come out of the koobi anyway, so it's not going to be too salty. So once I've added all that, I'm going to put it on the fire and let it cook till all my vegetables are super soft. To test whether they're soft enough, you just got to poke a fork through, and if the fork easily goes in, then you know that it's soft enough for you to cook with. So at this point, I had it on for about 15 minutes and I was just checking in. It was still hard. Came back about half an hour later and it was really soft, like falling apart, kind of soft. So it was very easy to grind it at this point. So at this point, I went ahead and I turned off my fire, and then I proceeded to the grinding of the ingredients and bringing it all together. So here are my onions. I used two medium-sized onions. I cut one up into this grinder, and I'm just going to grind it, and then I'm gradually going to add my chilies, my tomatoes, and my garden eggs. At this point, you can add a little more salt if you want, but I prefer to leave mine till a little bit later, taste it. If it's not salty enough, then I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and grind it till I have a smooth paste, and I'm going to add in my chilies and tomatoes, grind that, and then I'm going to add in my garden eggs and then grind it all together. I did boil some eggs to add to my finished meal. It's optional, you don't really need to add eggs, but it just adds a little bit of flavor and a little bit of depth, and it's extra protein for your meal as well. You're going to need some palm oil to fry the rest of your onions and your salted fish as well. This oil will have all the extra flavors that will contribute to the final product that we're going to make. So I've just added in some salted fish. This is the fermented salted fish, and the other one is the dry salted fish. The fermented salted fish is momone. I've just added that in there, and I'm going to let it fry till it completely dissolves into the oil, and then I'm going to add my onions, let it cook for a little while, and then I'm going to add my koobi and let that cook for a little while, and then you're basically done. You're going to pour this all over your finished grounded garden egg sauce, and you're ready to go. Like, this goes so well with avocado, but I didn't have any avocado at home, unfortunately, but it still turned out delicious. I let the onions fry for about 3 minutes before I added the koobi into it, and then I browned the koobi on both sides before I took the oil off the heat. Alright, so now that we're done cooking our onions and our koobi, we're going to pour everything over our grounded garden egg sauce, and we're basically ready to go. Look at that, guys. That looks delicious, and I think it's super simple because everything is just grounded together. You know, you don't really have to do anything special. You basically cook everything together, grind everything together, and you're basically done. I did add some extra chilies in there for the people that like their food spicy. They can just pop it in there, and then basically they can enjoy a spicy meal, but not everyone else has to have it spicy if they don't want it. So yeah, guys, this is my finished product. Let me know what you think. Do you guys like this food? Have you ever had it before? Let me know in the comment section below. I had this with yam and it turned out so good. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe by clicking that red button. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on your notification bell because it really helps me out a lot. And yeah, and don't forget to follow your bliss. Now life is short. Follow your bliss. Na nipa ye day. Follow your bliss. Na die besibia ye. And follow your bliss. Na day ne mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.